So hi, I'm Q from QAnon. I'm a targeted individual. I am gang stalked. I think I've been gang stalked my whole life. Anybody that's claiming that they figured out gang stalking, I'll call you a liar straight to your face because the amount they make your soul fucking cry. There's a bunch of copycats. They make your fucking soul cry. It's amazing. The story that I've gone through, we're doing a documentary for 6 fucking years. Now, all of a sudden, everybody figured out gang stalking just because they saw people looking at you and this and that. And I'm like, you're so fucking full of shit. I just did 2 years in fucking jail. I've been in and out of the ward for 6 fucking years. I've been betrayed by my entire family. They make you want to kill yourself. Are you suicidal? If you're suicidal, and I have to hear your story. I have yet to meet a real targeted individual that knows that they're targeted and they're in the groups and stuff. Those groups are just places, more places for them to gather information about you. And there's people pretending that they're targeted. I'm not saying that there's not other targeted individuals because there are, but they're not. They haven't figured it out yet because I just fucking did. So everything I do, simulation theory. Oh, that's Elon Musk. Q. Oh, that's Donald Trump. Galactic Federation. Oh, that's Elizabeth April. Really? JFK Jr. Nope, that's David Quigley. I was like, they all look like transgenders to me, every fucking one of them. So Drain the Swamp. I'll tell you what that's about. And amazing, the is it called the reflecting pool? Looks like a swamp. So the Swamp Witch song, my husband, he's running a smear campaign, and I believe he's working with the Masons, the Freak Masons. The freaks come out at night. I'm Rick James, bitch. I'm a super freak, super freak. She's super freaky. Yow. I call myself Swamp Pussy because you don't know what an Illuminati humiliation ritual is until it happens to you, Lady Gaga. And they ridicule everything about you. Everything. And I was yummy britches came in his mouth all the time. Loved it. He loved it. And he loved when I came in his mouth. So, he did the same thing to his first wife. So, he said that her pussy tasted like like he was licking a dirty ashtray full of dumpster juice. That's the first thing I heard about his ex-wife, Kim Schul. And I was like, I didn't think much of it. And, it does. You're like, ew. So he did the same thing to me. So I call myself Swamp Pussy. So that's what Draining the Swamp is about. He's working with the Freemasons, and they have psychologists that they want to destroy your self-esteem. So Offspring, My Farm's Rustic Spring, and they want you to kill yourself. These people are killers. And they don't understand that they're busted. There's nowhere to run. You're in a fucking simulation. And all the people that you killed are watching. And they're channeling through me right now. And they hate your fucking guts. Believe me, my eyes feel funny. Like Neo was like, why is my eyes hurt? It's because you've never fucking used them before. Oh. So, believe me, that's yummy, yummy. Justin Bieber looks like my son Colton transgendered. Tom Petty looks like my Aunt Peaches transgendered. You don't know how it feels. That's what you all saying that you're being gang stalked and stuff. I don't fucking believe you. Do you know it's a matrix for one? And I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying that people are not being gang stalked. I just don't think you figured it out. They're like, oh, it's a money for nothing. I want my MTV. I get blocked from the groups. I get blocked. I'm blocked. I can't even go in the targeted individual groups. And when I post something, I post the best information that possible. And hardly anybody likes it. And if somebody else, one I see that's completely fake, they got hundreds of comments or like hundreds of people liking it. And I'm like, you can easily tell. And part of me, I'm wondering, are these people even real? There's so much AI. How are you supposed to know what's real anymore? So reality is a collective dream. That's what the 33rd degree Masons, they don't know what they're talking about, but they do know whoever controls the media, the fake news, controls the narrative for our hallucination, our shared hallucination. And right now, they're still going to make the king of the cabal king. Wait, they're trying to say that he's part of QAnon, and now this David Quigley's JFK Jr. After I've been screaming I'm JFK Jr., I was tagged to JFK Jr.'s Facebook page. The director for Into the Storm Hunt for QAnon contacted me, and now this David Quigley, who you look like a transgender. Yes, you do. There's some certain pictures that I'm like, where he shows his mom and him, and I'm like, his mom looks like the man, and he looks like the woman. And then he's got this woman, Dr. Kia Pruitt. You look like a man to me. I think I need to do a dick check. Dick was my dick. Dick was my mom's boyfriend. His name's Elson. Take the S out. It's Elon. Teddy was his dog. Won't you be my teddy bear? So you think draining the swamp. You don't even know what draining the swamp actually is. So I'm swamp pussy. I like to fall asleep listening to the swamp noises, crickets and the frogs and stuff. And you know what else I like? The screams of hell. I'll listen to the screams of hell sometimes for hours. Just channeling. It eases my mind to know that there's judgment for these people. They don't seem to, they're like, in 3D, they have no conscience. They have no consciousness. That's the lowest level of consciousness there is. They're conscious enough to get up, feed themselves, wipe their ass, take a shower, and go to work if they can't think. That's why they do 9 to 5 jobs. Or, 5 to 11, or however it works. Working 9 to 5. So that's JFK's birthday backwards, 529. Get it? Are you getting it? I'm a getting it. Neil Armstrong is Mr. Alien backwards. A buzz, a bee, a sting. NASA's a cult, and I prove it. Like David Quigley, I'm proving simulation theory. That's what Q is about. I hate QAnon now. I could literally stop your PSYOP will not manifest, because even if you got people to believe that you were switched and your earlobes match, where's your resume of why you deserve to be POTUS? Just because you claim that you were switched, they would have offed you. And who told you that? If you were switched as a little kid, somebody would have had to inform you, or you wouldn't have any clue. I don't even listen to his nonsense. I don't listen to it because I know he's fucking lying. So, I'm sure he probably has excuses for some of this stuff, but they're all lies. Q is not for Quigley. It's for quantum. You're in a quantum supercomputer. It is not for Quigley. Where we go one, we go all. We're all JFK Jr., not just David Quigley. I fucking hate you. Rockin' Robin. Tweet, tweet, tweet. So there was a woman who came to talk to me. I'm totally tearing her up, and she hasn't unfriended me yet. And there was a woman who showed up. I got out of jail. I'm feeling really down on the boardwalk in front of, there's a line of roses in the sand. I was like, that's weird. And I'm sitting there and I'm like starting to cry because I'm like, man, I don't know what they're gonna do. Even if I got out of trouble, I'll violate probation for a 20-year charge for resisting arrest when they came to get me at a doctor's appointment when I showed Hunter Biden messages. I went to jail for resisting. They petitioned me to the hospital and called the police. I was a patient first. If I need to be petitioned to the hospital, you call 911. I'm so fucking sick that you call the police to drag me out in leg irons and handcuffs? You don't understand that if you're targeted for death. Do you know that you're gonna die? That they're gonna target you until you kill yourself? In the homeless shelter, 6 years ago, I owned a paid-for 25-acre farm, starting what could have possibly been $1 million upscale dog resort. And now I don't have a pot to piss in because I risked it all. If I would have went and got a job, I wouldn't be this far. I can't do QAnon and work a 9 to 5. I can't do it. I work 17 hours a day doing QAnon. Even when I had to work a job, I'd work the job and I got trouble for still doing QAnon. And then when I came home from work, I'd do QAnon until I went to bed. And then when I got up, I would be doing QAnon on the bus to work. And then sitting waiting for the bus to come home. You're not going to take this from me. I was even targeted in the homeless shelter. I had somebody come over, some religious person, and tell me, you're not Jesus. I'm like, who the fuck are you? I'm in a marsh, hiding behind a tree. And this guy pops in. He's like, talking about this guy who they say is Jesus in, I don't know, another country. It's all controlled. They won't let anybody have any influence that they don't control. Janet Jackson. Jackson's my dog and my neighbor. Jan E.T. Jan is she's a family member. She was married to Big Bad John. Her son is Ben, Michael Jackson. Her daughter is Holland. So a Holland Lop bunny. So Lop backwards. Lop could be P-O-L. Police. Interpol, interdimensional police. It's not international because there isn't any international. There is no government. It's all an illusion, and the new world order that they have planned is just to show you that it was always that way. And the plan was for me to take over because I'm telling the truth, and we could do things. You have to totally forget everything that you were ever taught. That there is no actual problems, only solutions. They make the problems. So, you might have some minor weather incidents and stuff. But as far as war, that's done. It's over. War is over. War, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. War. Good God, y'all. Edwin Starr backwards is rats. So when I was younger, like real young, like 17, I was like, if I would have had a girl, like if I would have had I didn't have my first child till Colton, I was 22. So, but at 17, I loved the name Starr with 2 R's. Ringo Starr, Ring, I'm the Lord of the Rings. John Lennon came into my dream. Paul McCartney, has the song Heather. His daughter's name's Heather. His second wife was named Heather. Paul, the E.T. movie. There's the conspiracy. Paul is dead. Anybody who's watched me, it's almost like I'm like, my friends just, none of you care? Like, it's me, and you're gonna let David Quigley just take it from me just because, I don't know. You have to watch it when you become famous. And people are used to you being a certain way, it makes them uncomfortable because they feel like they wasted their fucking life. And instead of lifting you up like, oh yeah, it's her, they'll let somebody else take it just so they don't look bad. That's how it goes. They're haters. So haters, you can make Heather S. Heather Smith. See, you all don't know how close to death you're coming. I do think something happens, and we end up, the simulation goes on and we actually have New Earth. That's the timeline that I'm trying to manifest. Manna in the Bible, manna, that's what it is. It's manifest. You take the literal. You take everything it says instead of it being like metaphorical or symbolic. Oh no, it's literal. That this man made a boat big enough and grew all the grain and he made all of the food that he's going to need just to house the food for every different kind of species for 40 days. Just imagine how much room that takes. How are you going to feed all of these animals? With just your family? I had a farm, 25 acres, and it's a lot of work to take care of animals. You have to clean their stalls, and, the water and food. You ask them. I mean, I'm too smart to believe that story. I see UFOs. I'm part of Majestic 12, Project Blue Book, Project Pegasus, and I'm like, it's a DNA data bank on the mothership is what this Noah's Ark is symbolic for. That even if they, like, how do you think animals that were, extinct come back? It's because they have yours. That's how you can clone people. How do you think they figured out the technology? You think human beings made the computer, the internet, the telephone, and it's all a lie. They got all of this information from QAnon, even the news. I'm not from QAnon, from the quantum computer. Even the news. Some of it, I think, like, people were like wondering why are some of this stuff is so fake. I think that it spits out the story and then they act it out, or it just never happened in the first place. I need to know. I'm too smart to believe your shit anymore. I'm not going to listen to a Christian who all of your information comes from one fucking book. That's why they have libraries, and all of your information comes from one book. So I could read every book in the library, and you still will say you don't know what you're talking about. Well, that's what I say. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're blind. You're third eye blind. You found, and the people that push it are the ones who make a little bit of money. They do something and they get tips, donations, or, they're pastors. They have churches. They make a lot of fucking money. Why? Why do you need all that money? Why does the Vatican need all that money? The man in the sky. I could see him now. Now that my third eye is getting clearer. I can see clearly now. I was doing yoga in the grass in the back. There's a little alley, sneaking Sally through the alley. There's a little alleyway of grass. I was just laying there and I started to look. I saw faces, not necessarily that it was a cloud that looks like you have to look deeper, and they're everywhere. I'm like, oh my God. See, I already know it. So I think you have to believe it for them to fully show it to you. Kind of like when you take mushrooms, you start to see the mechanics of reality. But even if you take mushrooms and I take mushrooms, it's two different things. I see even deeper into reality where you think it's just tracers and you see some, whatever, I could see what it is. I'm like, man, there's some kind of a thing scrolling around me and it has hieroglyphs and writing and equations and stuff when it looks like the, secret teachings of all ages. It looks like knowledge itself. Like where knowledge came from in the first place. I've contacted Ocean City, every officer in Ocean City's blocked me. This doesn't end well for that's I'm part of the defund the police. You're going to want to defund the police. You're going to be like, they're bullies. They're the goon squad for the cabal. They don't work for us. They will target you to death. And each one of them, they're like, oh, I just did this one thing. Okay, well, then the next one does one thing, and then the next one, and then the warden, and then the assistant warden, and then the doctor, and the commissioner, and the judge. And they ruin your fucking life. Call me incompetent. I can't wait to sit across from Kathy Coates in fucking court. And I want you to say, under the penalty of perjury, that I am incompetent and I deserved almost a third time in the ward. I want you to say it. And I can't fucking wait. I can't fucking wait. I'm like, I can't wait to see what happens to you for doing that. It's called karma. Take the M out. It's Kara. That's my daughter. I sent her letters. Multiple page letters. And she got offended because I wrote she's holding me as incompetent. I did the whole competency, above and beyond, ignoratio juris non excusat. That's a new one I learned. But preponderance of evidence, circumstantial evidence, clear and convincing evidence. And I did a request for admissions, which is a basic yes or no questions. And because of what I do, it's funny because everybody here ate a boogie. So that's the boogeyman, boogie woogie woogie, ICP, Dead Heather. And I asked her because I wanted to see if she'd be honest. And she used that one thing because I asked her if she ever ate a boogie on a request for admissions as I'm being held as incompetent. And that was her reason to hold me. Again, she held me for another week. Did another test. And then when I went to court with 2 competent tests, she still said, no, I think the doctor was just looking for guidance. I'm going to send you back. Officer Mumford stood up. I could see he was offended. He was offended because he had spoke to me, and I think he was mad. I think he was so mad it just kind of overtook him, and he walked up to the state's attorney. I was getting ready. I was crying. I was starting to cry. I was like, they're going to send me back again? For what? I did 2 competence. What do you want from me? 2 competent back-to-back evaluations, and you're still going to send me back? What could I possibly do in 6 months except for do that competency test exactly the same way and ace it? And he stood up for me, and then all of a sudden their attitude completely changed. They're like, oh yeah, she has been in there quite a long time, as I did 3 times the max time. I had 2 60-day charges, which were nonsense, and 1 0 time. And I was held for 369 days with no trial, no bond, being gang stalked by some of the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. Dr. Chappelle, I'm rich, biatch, twice. That's where was my lawyer, Tom Moronic? You don't understand. There's no justice if you're targeted. If they don't get the judge to involved, they'll just get your defense attorney or your public defender. So my first public defender in Harford County wouldn't even speak to me. So his name was Sawyer Hicks. So Tom Sawyer, Rush backwards is Heather Smith you are. Why did I deserve this? Where is my family? My ex-husband belongs in jail. You belong in jail because at Spring Grove Hospital, instead of sending the Hunter Biden message, which I sent him over and over again, and it was posted on Twitter. He knew it was posted on Twitter. He knew where he could go get it and send it to me. He told him, I don't know what she's talking about. And he told Heather, you're going to stay there forever. He thought that he's in some kind of club. And he could just do and say. I was like, Lou, it's posted on Twitter, please. They're gonna hold me here because they think that I'm lying. And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, it backfired because a patient's son got it for me. and sent it to the social worker. Why would you do that? How did he, I called, I wrecked his truck. And he got a $50,000 new truck because he said he wrecked it. I called Progressive and told on myself. And he still got away with it. He broke my son's shoulder. I called 911 and he got away with it. My daughter reported that my granddaughter says that he tickled her bottom. And he got away with it. I reported that he raped me one time when I was unconscious on drugs. I woke up and he's like, yeah, you were sleeping. This is when I really started to see this demonic. I couldn't believe that he did that to me. I was like, wait a minute, you took I nodded off. I nodded out. And he says, I was fucking you. And you woke up and you said, you're not my husband. You took a swing on me. I was like, just the swinging. I had assault and so swing. I was like, you undressed me? Fucked me and put my clothes back on? You saw me unconscious and you decided that you were just going to use me as a blow-up doll? Really? What? Him and Ratman. There was a guy, Jamie. Jamie's crying. He died. They called him Ratman. So rat round and round, what comes around goes around. He died right after he did this. Ratman sent a blurry picture of a black man raping a white woman, and it kind of had my hair. I had never been with a black man. I was like, that's not me. I said, unless somebody did that while I was unconscious, like you did. I said that I'm gonna call 911 and report rape. But it was so blurry that I couldn't. I was like, I don't think it's like I've never been with a black man, so not then. Then Rob Dugan was half black, and then he died. So at the time, I was like, Lou, he says, oh, I saw the video. It's you. I said, well, wait a minute. All Jamie sent was, hey, is this you? It's from, I don't know, a porn site. It was on a porn site. I was like, what makes you think that's me? It's a blurry ass picture. What's going on? And then Lou, I was like, he says, oh, I saw the video. I said, well, let me see the video. I want to call 911. And then I was raped. And he's like, oh, you're just fucking crazy, crazy bitch. Oh my God, he was so mean to me, calling me a crackhead. He smokes crack. The man got arrested for selling cocaine when I was in, elementary school, maybe middle school? 85. So, 11 years old? I think I was in the 6th fucking grade. Elementary, my dear Watson. Watson's his mother. You are a pathetic piece of shit. You're going to get everything you fucking deserve. I told you that they were going to send demons. They were going to send honeypots, which are just whores, to infiltrate, to make sure that you never, you were distracted. And something new. After 25 years, you send a woman who, has this, it looks like she's got money. You can create an illusion. And it just, oh, this is a better choice. This makes me happier. It's something new and fresh. And we had grown apart because I'm talking about simulation theory and flat earth, and he's NASA, his family's NASA. He's not, but his family's NASA. So anything I said was just crazy. I talked about, he knows I talked about ghosts and UFOs, and it's just, he wasn't, I outgrew him. This is going to happen to you. Like, if you're watching these videos, it might already be happening to you. You might be watching these videos and trying to tell your spouse, whether you're a man or female. If you're watching my videos because you're like, wow, I think she's right. I like this. This is making me smart. Then good for you. It's like, I'm proud of you. But be careful. You need to plan your exit. Like, you need to see, but don't fight because they're narcissists. And they're demons. They're just empty shells. And the demons use them. And it's just the ghosts in the machine. So you need to plan your exit. Take it from me. Like, let me tell you that if you're probably already targeted. If you're watching my videos and you're wondering why your spouse and your children and your family are acting funny, that they hate you because of QAnon, you're already being targeted. They already got to your family. And they sever your bonds. But that's what you have to. I have no fear of death. I'm ready to die. It's all I want to do, actually. I'm going to win, or we're all going to die. I have 50,000 hours studying QAnon just to be ridiculed by people who are following a psyop for me. I'm like, I fucking hate QAnon. I hate it. It ruined what Q was really about. It exposed it, so it worked, but I hate the people who are part of QAnon. I don't want nothing to do with any of you. I did this all by myself. I didn't do it. None of you helped me. Not one person who claims QAnon, who got fame from QAnon. No Donald Trump. Really? Donald Trump is going to bring down the cabal. Why isn't Donald Trump in jail? For everything else he's done. I contact him constantly. You know that I'm Q from QAnon. Donald Trump belongs in jail. Actually, he off his head. I want his head. I want a shrunken head I want a shrunken Trump head. And I want his nutsack for a door knocker. Like Jacob Marley. Except for it would be Trump's nuts. Little shriveled up ball sack. Withered. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. You can't see that it's all connected? Like, really? The pool, the reflection, what's it called? Reflecting pool just happens to look like a swamp. So, I keep saying it, like, none of those QAnon influencers, not Donald Trump, but I have the gang stalkers around here. I don't know if they're purposely doing it, but it's mathematics is just written into the fabric of the cosmos. So you send a gang stalker here, I look at their fucking tag, and it's symbolic for me, and it's everybody. So there's a JFK video where they have the song Joy and Pain, Sunshine and Rain. So Joy just borrowed $3 from me here and never paid me back. I was on Joyner Road in Snow Hill Jail, Worcester County. Snow Informer, Snow White, the Isle of Wight here in Ocean City, Maryland. I can't believe that anybody would even test me at this point. That's why if you're like, I'm wondering about the people, that David Quigley shit. I'm like, you guys are just beyond, you're painfully ignorant, dangerously ignorant. I don't even want to do it anymore. I fucking hate it so much. I want my money, and I'm going to disappear. And you're going to be like, I don't care anymore. So on that album cover it says, hello, I must be going. I don't want to do it anymore. I will do it for my own personal growth. And, anybody who wants to buy my book. But other than that, I'm not going to be giving it away free anymore. You see, I'm just kind of telling my story now instead of just doing synchronicity. Why am I going to give it to you? Just so to make you, to give you more ammunition to fucking shoot me? Because it's like, I trying to tell you that I'm first contact for interdimensional and ET Disclosure. And right now, I tell you that they don't come in peace. They came in peace with QAnon, with me and the JFK Jr. thing. But now that's peace, no peace. Independence Day, I got my tattoo done at Independent Tattoo. Independent Woman, Neo the Matrix. Isn't it funny that, okay, the Matrix, simulation, Christopher Reeves, Elon Reeve, Keanu Reeves. So, I don't know what else to do. Like, I just don't care anymore. I'm just going to disappear, and I don't know what's going to happen to you guys. I'm going to do QAnon and figure out simulation theory, and you guys are just going to be left behind. What I will do is my 12 subscribers, I'm going to personally I'd like to find out who they are and reach out to them and make sure I'm going to give them a free copy of my book. And maybe some QAnon merchandise or whatever. It depends on once I get all my money. Anybody who follows me, I'm gonna see. I'm like, are those subscribers? Did they really enjoy my video, or were they just gang stalking me? Because if they really enjoyed my video, I want to offer them a job. Isn't it funny? I have 12 subscribers. Is it Jesus disciples? 12 of them. That's all I have. But my one cop, my Maryland State video, cop video, got 500 videos. Got 500 views in one day. I have 12 subscribers, and hardly anybody watches my stuff. But that one video of the Maryland State Police, I think it's over 600 now. It was up near 600 last time I checked. That's unusual. Usually it takes days or weeks to get, a dozen or 2 dozen views. In one day. And it's a short. Where's Kash Patel? Like, I'm proving his girlfriend, that's all AI. His girlfriend's country music is AI. Videos are AI. I don't even know if Kash Patel's real. He doesn't look real to me. He looks like a bot with those eyes. Yeah, he does. And Erica Kirk. That's what she does. Shabbat shalom, motherfucker. Captain Kirk. Beat me up, Scotty. Cameron Kirk. Kirk Cameron, I mean. Kirk Cameron. My first husband his family lives on Cameron Mill. Just had a crush on the handyman, Cameron, at Eastern Shore Hospital Center. Red-haired dude. And I'm not into red hair. He's just a kid. I was locked down, so I find something I like to look at. He's over 18. I think he's 20-something, 30 maybe. Isn't that weird? Like, Kirk Cameron, Weber lived on Cameron Mill Road. His mother's Peggy Sue, Peggy Sting, Peg Steely Dan. His sister's April Come She Will. His brother's Joey Sugarland, Joey Concrete Blondes. Don't mess with Bill. His name's Weber. Worldwide Web. Grills, Nelly. Weber Grill. Country Grammar. Grammar's my neighbor. Do you see? It's like all my friends are just gonna watch as they kill me and my family. I've contacted my brother, my cousin Margie. Margie's birthday is on Halloween, and I'm a witch. They don't fucking care about me. I think they sold me out, and now for this to manifest, their secrets are going to come out. So what's it? Nothing's done in the dark will remain in the dark. That shouldn't be brought. That won't be brought to light. I forgot how the saying goes. Keep forget we're not in love anymore. I told my Margie. I was like, Margie, I told my Aunt Pat too. I said, Aunt Pat, I channel Melanie. Nothing. Nothing. Contacted my dad, my brother, I tried to contact my aunt. I contacted my uncle. He answered, but he didn't help me. I didn't ask him to help me, but I told him I channeled Carol and I don't know. Uncle Tom's cabin. His name's Tom Newhart. So they own an inn, Iron Horse Inn. Iron Horse has a song called, they do a cover of Rocket Man and Enter Sandman. So when I fly Skybanners, I make a little Sandman and I film the Sandman and I talk until the Skybanner goes by. So you don't have to just sit there and look at me on the beach. You can look at the little Sandman. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. You just have no clue of what I'm capable of. Wait till I really start getting into the gematria. As they put in their little gematria thing, and they're like, David Quigley is this. I'm like, man, in gematria, I argue with Google because Google won't accept that it's a simulation. So I don't care what that gematria AI is. They won't accept that you're in a simulation. So they're not going to tell you the truth. You can literally put in anything and get one of those answers. I do it. It's specific. It's catered. It's designed. I'm the architect, the designer for me. She's So Cold, Rolling Stones. Cold is 3634, my address. 3634 Emory Church Road. Street, Maryland. Taking it to the streets, Doobie Brothers. I'm going to go smoke a doobie, so I'm going to go smoke 2 joints before I smoke 2 joints, and then I'm going to smoke 2 more.